At the outset of the film's story, we are introduced to a girl named Nancy. She came from America to Mexico because she wants to go to the sea here, where her mother came when Nancy was about to be born, and now her mother died of cancer. She came here to remember her mother, and now she is sitting in the car and going there. But she doesn't know the name of that place, so she shows the picture of her mother to the driver so that he recognizes this place and takes her there. Because that driver was going to live here and knew about every place, so he takes Nancy from the jungle to the sea. Nancy was very happy to come here, and this place is very beautiful. The driver asks Nancy how to go back, on which she says that she will take a car and go. She thanks him because he brought her here, after which he leaves. This place was completely deserted. Apart from Nancy, there were only 2 people in the sea who were surfing. Surfing means enjoying the high waves of the sea through the board. Because she also came here to surf, she takes her surfboard and goes into the water. To surf, you have to wait for the high waves. While Nancy was waiting, the 2 boys in the sea try to talk to her. Nancy tells them about herself, that she is from America. They say that Americans earn a lot here. Nancy asks if there is something she should know about this place. They tell her that there are 2 rocks in the sea that sink completely in the water once a day when the water level increases. Soon, big waves start coming, and all 3 begin surfing. They were having a lot of fun. Nancy calls her sister in America. During the call, her father speaks to her and asks her to come back and complete her medical education. But Nancy refuses because she has left it after her mother died of cancer. She lost faith in the medical world and is emotionally broken. Her father tells her that blaming her mother for leaving her studies is wrong because her mother was brave. Nancy responds emotionally, but assures him she will visit soon. She ends the call and goes back to surfing. Soon, she notices something in the water, but it turns out to be dolphins. She follows them and discovers a dead whale floating in the sea, with birds sitting on it. She resumes surfing, but suddenly something hits her board and she falls into the water. She quickly grabs her surfboard, but something attacks her from below and pulls her. She manages to escape and swims toward the dead whale since the shore is too far. The attacker is revealed to be a shark, which injures her leg, causing bleeding. Nancy climbs onto the whale and ties her wound to stop the bleeding. The 2 surfers leave, not noticing her calls for help. Now she is stranded in the ocean on the dead whale, unable to enter the water because of the shark. She spots some rocks slightly above the water and also a distant signal buoy. Suddenly, the shark hits the whale and Nancy falls into the water again. She swims quickly and reaches the rock just in time. On the rock, she finds an injured bird that cannot fly. Both are now stuck there. Nancy treats her leg wound painfully using makeshift methods and ties it with her jacket. At night, she tries to retrieve her surfboard but retreats when the shark approaches. The next morning, she sees a drunk man on the beach and calls for help. He hears her and takes her bag, but selfishly steals her belongings. Greedy for the surfboard, he enters the water, but the shark attacks and kills him. Nancy now has limited time because the rising tide will soon submerge the rock. The 2 surfers return, but despite Nancy's warning, one is killed by the shark, and the other is dragged away while trying to reach her. Nancy loses hope again. With little time left, she retrieves a helmet camera from the water and records a message for her family, explaining her situation and expressing her love. She throws the camera into the sea, hoping it reaches someone. She also helps the injured bird escape by placing it on the surfboard and pushing it toward shore. With only minutes left, she plans to swim to the signal buoy. She notices jellyfish in the water and realizes they can protect her from the shark. She jumps into the water, swims through the jellyfish, and reaches the buoy chains as the shark chases her. While climbing, she falls and lands on the shark, but injures it with a metal rod and climbs up again. The shark becomes aggressive and attacks the buoy. She spots a passing ship and fires a flare, but it goes unnoticed. She then uses whale oil and the flare to create fire, injuring the shark further. Eventually, the shark destroys the buoy, and Nancy falls into the water again. She uses the chains and rods cleverly to trap the shark. As the shark chases her downward, it gets impaled on sharp metal rods and dies. In the end, Nancy is rescued after a child finds her recorded message on the shore and informs others. Her bravery and determination help her survive this deadly ordeal. The film ends with the message that no matter how difficult the situation is, courage and determination can help you survive.